When I say I'm the most feared man in the Call of Duty community, it is not hyperbole, it's not any exaggeration, it is not clickbait, it is a fact, because I am the only person making Call of Duty videos who is blocked by almost every development team, every community manager, and every studio out there related to Call of Duty. Treyarch has me blocked. The Call of Duty Updates website, for God's sakes, the official source for Call of Duty Updates, has blocked me. Treyarch's dedicated community account has blocked me on Instagram. Every other studio has blocked me at some time or another on my other accounts. Once they find out what account I'm using on X or any other social media platform, they will go out of their way to block me. Call of Duty dudes like Ghost of Hope, Tom Henderson, all these people will block me because I'm not trying to pump my own fucking brakes here. I'm not trying to make myself look like the number one, even though I am still of an athlete on this platform who actually is the only dude who will tell you the reality of the situation. That is why they do block me though, because I'm keeping it real and packing the steel, because everybody else out here will want to tell you, this game sucks because of this is bad, but really, listen, they fear me the most because I completely expose, and it's not like the biggest deal in the world, like the other people who do it in other games like Andy Pants and other people will break it down for you, but in Call of Duty, it seems like I'm the only guy who wants to really actually be honest about why Call of Duty sucks, and why it's going to be 3 to 5 years, according to Grok and other predictive AI, before even this game, or even gaming in general, and even other shows like in Disney, or any other entertainment industry that is dominated by left-leaning people, this shit's gonna suck for at least another 3 to 5 years, maybe even longer, but probably 3 to 5 years, especially when they lose the next election again in America and the Republicans take over. And also, if you watch other shows like Bill Maher, which is a liberal show, and you watch all these other left-leaning shows who aren't completely ideologically subverted and are CIA operatives and other kind of, speaking points for government agencies, they'll even say this is getting crazy. Listen, this is not gonna be breaking news for you. I've been talking about this for a long time, but the reason why Call of Duty and gaming sucks is because of the ideological subversion and the ideology captured. Most people in university who go into the arts or go into gaming nowadays are educated in a left-leaning liberal sort of world. And when they're educated in that area, it leads to what is going on in the world right now. And that is they hire people not based on merit, but based on gender and what they want to do sexuality-wise and what nationality they are. So if you have a black lesbian who wants to play in the WNBA, shit, man, that's a trifecta. They're going to hire them for sure. And that's what's happening in gaming. That's why it sucks. The people working at these studios are not good at their jobs, or they're not as good at their job as people who may or may look to be other nationalities and gender, like white, Chinese, Asian, or Jewish males. I mean, listen, that's just a fact. And it's even funnier. Like, I will tell you something honestly too. My doctor, who is Chinese, he even knows that. See, I have to get surgery on my elbow. See how I can't straighten it? See that? I've had injuries from motorcycles. See this one straightens? Heart goes out to you is not too powerful, because see how it's stuck? See how that thing's stuck, dude? That literally is as far as it goes. I need to get surgery. So I told him, I need to get surgery. Let's get a surgeon going. And I said it has to be a white, Asian, or Jewish male, because those people have the highest requirements to get into medical school, and everybody else gets this affirmative action type lower levels. I'm not saying there's not some really great physicians out there and surgeons who may be females or people of color or whatever, but if you're playing the odds are don't want that. Asian, Jewish, or white males have to have the highest requirements, and he even says, yeah, you're 100% right. We have higher requirements. Even he's woke like that, and he's like, yeah, okay, cool. And that guy's still wearing a mask in 2025 with a face shield, for God's sake. Another thing too, X-Defied failed because it had a bunch of woke, liberal, ridiculous people working on the game who made skins that no one wanted to buy, and that's why it made no money. Ubisoft is a woke piece of shit company. Assassin's Creed Shadows, black, powerful, strong, chirp, assassin, and some female freaking assassin. It's so gay. So gay. Nothing wrong with being gay. I went there once, but I didn't like it. I've never gone to the bathroom right since then. I tell you what, man, I should have dated an Asian guy. It's a joke. My wife's a trans. Oh yeah, so let me just finish with the point. I'm the most feared because I tell the truth and I point out the actual flaws of the situation. Everybody else is beating around the bush. Tell your mom to shave it. Have to put salt on that and wait for it to sneeze. It makes no sense. So I just said this. Seems a lot of people who work in gaming right now have a certain ideological beliefs that lend to hiring people for diversity purposes and not meritocracy, which seems to make the games worse because the skilled workers aren't being hired. Games like Call of Duty seem to be performing worse and worse with more anger from the community. At the current rate, how long in your best estimation will this continue until stock prices and profits start to be affected to the point, like with Ubisoft, that there is a course correction and companies start hiring the best, not diversity? Messed it up. And long story short, it goes through everything here. And it said, at the current rate, assuming community frustration grows, sales begin to slip meaningfully beyond one-off flops, and stock prices reflect this. Example, 20-30% sustained drop. The earliest signs of course correction could emerge in 3 to 5 years. Bad news for a franchise like Call of Duty. Ubisoft, already in distress, might pivot sooner, potentially within 1 to 3 years. If Assassin's Creed Shadows fails to deliver and loses mount further, however, this assumes no major economic recovery boost, discretionary spending on games, no new blockbuster titles resets the cycle. For example, Grand Theft Auto 6 will reset it. Diversity hiring means a lightning rod rather than quality issues being pinned on other factors, example, crunch and mismanagement. And that seems to be a funny thing too, we don't really seem to realize, is that in the past, they've been trying to make excuses like there's crunch and they have to work overtime. And they've been trying to make all these excuses which people fell for in the past about overworking their staff, and that's why games are not doing well. But the real fact is the reason why games are not doing well is because you got a bunch of retards working there who got hired based upon their gender and who they vote for, not based upon their actual level of skill and merit for the jobs. And actually in society itself, I think, if things keep going the way they're going, I'm surprised society hasn't collapsed. I mean, everyone keeps saying that society's going to collapse, but you kind of can see the signs that things are not going very well at all. Like a collapse is coming, like the housing market crash and no one saw coming, except for the autistic guy who has actually now been investing in water. If you know the long story, the short long story, whatever it's called, with Christian Bale and all those people, you'd actually see what's happening in the world. Anyways, that guy, the only dude to predict it, who made billions of dollars, is now investing in water. So that seems to be the next thing, and that guy's never missed. You know what I'm talking about? You do, maybe you don't. I don't know. Most people in the Call of Duty community are retarded, but most of those people have already clicked off already because they got confused about what I was talking about and went to watch a Blame Truth video. Anyways, that guy's fucking channel's horrible, so I hate that fucking guy, dude. He's so fucking obnoxious and insufferable. I can't stand him. Costanza. Can't stand him. I digress. What I was going to say is Call of Duty is fucked and gaming is screwed for at least 3 to 5 years because we got to get rid of these people out of who are hiring. But you know what? Until the left starts to realize that they're never going to win an election with all this political ideology and identity politics, people don't want men playing with women. People are tired of the whole trans and drugs to kids and the insanity of the left. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. All I know is this, man. I'm not getting on a plane if I see it's some female pilot. I'm going to tell you that. You may think I'm joking. If not, I'd walk right the fuck off that plane and be like, I'm out of here. Women can't even drive a goddamn car. How do we, going around? I'm not done. We're not done. I gotta go on a little rant here. Anyone here drive a car? Yeah, you see women, they can't even fucking drive, man. They literally have the hard time figuring out how to drive a car. They're so emotional, we allowed them to vote. That sounds like a misogynistic, I can't believe you say that. I'm out. Can't deal with this shit anymore. Can't deal with it.